Hello, mate. Why don't you just open the door for me? Hello.
New recruits training at Hendon Police College, as well as testing their knowledge of procedure.
So, just a couple of questions before we begin.
Exercises like this mocked-up drink-drive scenario are designed to flush out issues which might be less obvious, like racism and unconscious bias.
Thank you.
Every lesson will link back to cultural diversity. We'll do unconscious bias on every single topic we do. So whether it's drink driving or whether it's stop and search, it's implemented throughout the whole course.
The more effective you are at engaging with the community, the better policing is. They'll come to you with more information, they'll trust you more, they'll tell you more, and you can engage on them at a level instead of being a uniform and sort of being confrontational with them.
This is one of the legacies of the Macpherson Report and its 70 recommendations on how to overcome institutional racism. The government at the time promised to listen.
So I want this report to serve as a watershed in our attitudes to racism. I want it to act as a catalyst for permanent and irrevocable change.
But has it? Earlier this month, Stephen Lawrence's mother told MPs she didn't think so.
When things are not made mandatory, it allows people either to accept or not to accept. It allows people to take what they want to take out of it and leave other bits out. And so 20 years on, and this is what I'm trying to find out, 20 years on, how much of that has been implemented? And where are we within society? Because I'm finding it difficult.
The feeling that not enough has changed in policing is echoed at this East London boxing club.
I think they've got a lot of work to do with the community, especially with the black community. This stems from not just Stephen Lawrence, but it stems from the Brixton riots and also New Cross Fire and how black people were treated back then.
I've experienced it myself, so I see there is a problem.
They target a specific kind of dress code, they target a specific kind of race, they target a specific kind of area.
I think if there was more other like black people, Indian people and things, it'd be more of an even field.
10 years ago, this committee found the slowest progress against Macpherson's recommendations had been in the recruitment, retention and promotion of black and minority ethnic officers. In 1999, they accounted for just 3% of officers. A decade later, that had risen to 9%. Today, it's up to 14%, but that still lags behind the overall percentage of black and minority ethnic Londoners, which is 43%.
I don't believe that we have taken our eye off the ball at all, and certainly under this Commissioner, there will be a huge amount of effort to try to make sure that as London continues to change, we keep up. For many, many years, we have been looking really hard at how we invest in our black and minority ethnic officers to encourage them, to support them and to get them promoted. And we are seeing now our officers getting promoted, in fact, from BME backgrounds slightly faster and better, if you like, than their white counterparts.
That might be a long way off for Hendon's new recruits, whose immediate challenge is marching in step. But there's optimism here.
See, my mum originally being from Pakistan, when obviously with the incident that took place with Stephen Lawrence, she was a bit apprehensive with me joining the police, saying that is it something you'll be able to deal with the racism? And my response to mum was, look, I'm headstrong. A lot has changed over the last 20 years or so. The world we live in now is a multicultural society, and it's my perception from when I was a young age, whereas you only had a white police officer, has completely changed now.
But changing opinion outside the force remains an even greater challenge, despite the passing of 2 decades. Catherine Carpenter, BBC London News.